Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I'm Nazuk from Bihar and this is day 10th of my English speaking challenge. And I know how I have covered this whole path from day 1 to day 10 and it's still hard because I need to cover day 30. Okay, I am totally confident today because I have topic. So I have actually two topics. The first one is about English, which you can see. It's actually shows up different letters. Okay, don't worry. I'll tell you. I'll speak it. Okay. So it's about phonetics. You might have heard about phonetics in English linguistics and languages. It's a very basic term where we learn about sounds. Basically, what is a language? It's a sound. Whatever you heard. If someone will say anything which you can't understand just because you don't have learned about their sounds, like in English, the basic thing is alphabet, which has 26 letters, and it has a sound like A, B, C, D, E, F. So there are some certain sounds, and that's why when the sounds connects, the letters connects, it makes words. C, A, T, cat. So that's how the language form. If you heard about any language, it has a basic thing, and that root is called, like, they have their alphabets, they have their letters, they have the different sounds, because in language we study deep down, so we try to find out the root cause of it, right? And here I have written just few things about it. I will give you more information about it later, but for today it's just a little bit of it. It's like phonetics of phonetics. I will search the correct pronunciation and then I'll tell you, but for now let's call it phonetics. So the phonetics in this phone means sight, I think sound. Basically, phonetics is the study of sounds. And I have written the study of sounds of human speech. Whatever the speech we used, the the it comes from a sound, and the study of sound is called phonetics. Phonetics. So here I have written 26 alphabetical letters, and it was divided into two parts, as you can see, 20 vowel sound and 24 consonant sounds. Now, you might have heard about vowel and consonants. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U, right? But we are talking about sounds. There are 24 vowel sounds, and it's totally interesting thing. When I got to know about this, I was super excited to know how. And yeah, it is real. The 20 vowel sound, sorry, it's not 24, it's 20 vowel sound, just like when we talk about HONEST. How do you pronounce this? It's honest or honest. Honest, right? There's also a sound, like vowel sound. It starts with H, but still there's a sound of vowel. That's why we used he is an honest person. We don't say he is a honest person. He is an, because there's a vowel sound. That's the concept behind in articles, in determiners. We'll talk about that later. So 20 vowel sound, just like that 24 consonant sounds. These 26 alphabet letters are divided into these two parts. And if we will add it, 20 plus 24. 20, 40, 44 sounds in 26 letters. Isn't it crazy? And the fun fact is, this 20 20 vowel sounds also have two categories: 12 monophthongs and 8 diphthongs. It's like one vowel sound and two vowel sound. Mono means single and di means double. And I'll explain it later. Don't worry. But till then, I have something for you. And first, let me ask you one question. How many bones in human body? You might be right, 206 bones. But can you tell me the names of that? All bones? It's hard, right? Of course it is, but not after this. This is a total my chart about all the bones of human body. It's actually two paper sheets, but I have a full detailed book notes which I have prepared with my handwritten notes, you can see. So here I have mentioned, in my camera it's not going back, that's why I need to show you this way, otherwise it will be very easy to understand you guys, right? I have explained it in my way, in which way I can understand, but the whole bones is totally described in it in a chat forms, in single. So let me start from very basic. When we talk about skull, so no, I need to tell you about the classification. So basically we have 26 bones, you know that. So bones are basically divided into two categories. Have you seen this? Two categories. The first is axial skeleton and the second is appendicular skeleton, right? The first one is axial skeleton and the second one is appendicular skeleton. And you might have confused between bones and skeleton, just like I have confused yet when I was studying. So what I have searched and get to know that skeletons are the strong particle, a strong thing, and what we call bones is like a combination of skeleton plus muscle. That's called bones. Got it? There's a slightly difference. A skeleton is a skeleton, right? But when we talk about bones, bones are made up of skeleton plus muscle. That's combined form is called bones. So these bones are divided into two type of skeletons: axial skeleton, appendicular skeleton, and 206 bones total. And listen, just try to listen me, and you will clarify your doubts, because I was in their position, but I have got knowledge about it, and I will explain it to you, and it will be very helpful for you. Trust me. So 206 bones divided into two categories. The first one is axial skeleton, the second is appendicular skeleton. Got it? So in axial skeleton, it has given 80 bones. 80 bones, okay? And in appendicular skeleton, it has given 126 bones. Got it? Axial is smaller, and you can take it as a hint that axial is smaller, so it's got only 80. A little brother, younger brother, and appendicular skeleton is a elder brother, so he got 126 bones. Got it? And in axial skeleton, it has two categories. The first one is skull, okay, and your between body, it's like your rib cage things, okay. And as you can see, in our brain it has 8 bones. In a skull, okay, in the facial skull, it has 14 bones, okay. Totally, we don't read differently, we just say facial bones, whether it's eye or noses, some kind of bones, just total total 14 bones in the facial bones. Okay, a skull is made up of these facial bones and this brain, right? So this the whole thing made a skull. No, and even the neck. Neck is also a part of a skull. Okay. So exoskeleton is divided into two parts: the skull and your rib cage bones combined. Okay. So in the skull, it's called neck, your face, your head, your ears. Everything covers in the skull. Okay. First we talk about the skull, and then we talk about the rib cage bones, and then we will combine and let's see is it 80 bones or not. So in the skull, we have categorized neck, facial bones, full, head, ears. So in facial, 14 bones. Just remember it. We don't have we don't need to read all the names of 14 bones. We just simply say in the facial there are 14 bones. In the head there are 8 bones, which is called brain bones. 8 brain bones, 14 facial bones. Brain bones are connected in zigzag form. Okay, so they are connected in zigzag form just to make it strong, to have a strong grip, and it is so hard to break. In the time of funeral, there was some ritual that they hit the head after some time during the burning the um, corpse. They hit it with a stick so that brain bones zigzag what you can say support system will break and the brain will be easily the brain is safe in that skull. So when that zigzag form will break, then the brain will burn. So there are type of 8 brain bones, and it was for it was connected in zigzag form, which is called sutures. You have heard that sometimes doctors said that we need a sutures to for that operations. That's why that equipment called suture, because the zigzag form is called suture. Okay, 18 facial bone, 8 brain bone, and neck is only one bone. Okay, so we say one, and that neck bone is called hyoid. I will give you the notes of it, don't worry, I will give it to you in next time. This is called hyoid, hyoid, hyoid bone, one bone. Neck bone is one bone, facial bone is 14 bone, brain bone is 8 bone. Okay, 8, 14, 1. How much? 14, 15, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 bones completed. But still, 8. In ear, there in one ear there is 3 bones. Malleus, incus, stapes. Malleus, incus, stapes. The malleus is the very first part, incus is the between, and the stapes is very smaller. And the stapes is the smallest part of our body, smallest bone, you can say. Okay, so here I have written the smallest bone of our body is the stapes. I told you malleus, incus, stapes. Malleus, incus, stapes. Okay, stapes is the smallest bone of our body. Remember, in one ear, 3 bones. In 2 ear, 6 bones, right? Then in 23, add 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 29, right? So, in a skull, we have completed 29 bones. But we have heard that in exoskeleton, it has 80 bones. Oh, wait. We didn't discuss rib cage thing. Now, as we go down, we have rib cage. Okay, it has 12 pairs. So 12 pairs, it means 24 bones. Crystal clear? And now, in that 12 pairs, the first 7 pairs means 14 bones, some 7 pairs are called true ribs. Okay, they are totally connected to it's called sternum, the middle part, which is connected the whole rib cage. a single bone, which is called a sternum. There is also one sternum, and the 7 pairs are called true ribs because they start from spinal cord and connect to a sternum. Okay, and it has also spinal cord comes in that reason. These all comes in axial bone. Okay, so in the spinal cord also have, wait, let me see. Spinal cord has 26 bones. And when we talk about segments, it has 33 segments as I remembered. Wait, let me see. Yeah, or vertebra. It has 26 bones. Spinal cord, our spinal cord back has 26 bones and 33 vertebra, or you can say segments. It's like one bone can have two segments. Now, Chris, like you have seen, there are when we see the spinal cord, it has a lot of horizontal lines, right? So in one bone they might have three lines, and in second there are two lines, like that. So this is called segments. So it has 26 bones but 33 segments. But we're not talking about segments, we're talking about bones. So we'll focus on bones. So spinal cord has 26 bones. Rib cage has 24 bones. 24, 26. How much? 24, 26. 20, 20, 40, 50. 50 bones, right? Wait. After that, sternum, one, was connected to all the ribs. 51. It has 51. Skull thing has 20. 29. 14, 8, 1, 6. 14, 8, 1, 6. 29. In a skull, and in that rib cage thing, it has 24 bones, 12 pairs of rib cage, 24 bones. The spinal cord has 26 bones. Just remember it that way. And a sternum is 1. So total 151. When we add 51 plus 29, what is it? 51 plus 29. 50, 60, 70. 80. Done. But there's one thing I need to tell. The one who starts from a spinal cord and connected to the sternum are called true ribs, which is 7 pairs, 14 bones. 3 ribs are start from different places but joined from one. That's why they are called false ribs. Okay. And there are 2 bones which just start from a spinal cord but didn't reach to the sternum. They are called floating ribs. In this term, 7 pairs are represented as students, good students, who just start. Spinal cord is home and sternum is a school. They start from school and went back to school. They start from home and went back to school properly. The 7 pairs are called true ribs, good student. When I talk about 3, they are bad friends. They start from home different, but they meet together because they have planned. They are naughty, so their parents said that stay away from my children, don't go together to school. But who said that? That person didn't make their child bad. Even that his or her child make other children terrible in terrible state. Let's forget it. So the three pair ribs are false ribs because they start from home but didn't reach the school. But they start from home different places but meet at together because they have planned. Okay, we will go to school from our different house, but at a certain place we will meet together because they are bad friends. But at least they may reach the school. But the 2 pairs are called the backbenchers, the terrible student. They reach from home but they bunk. They didn't go to school. They just cancelled the school. They went from the house, the home, but didn't reach the school. They are called floating ribs. 7 pairs true ribs, 3 pairs false ribs, and 2 pairs floating ribs. It's totally 80 pairs. This is called axial skeleton. Okay, this is this one A4 size explanation. Okay. When I talk about appendicular skeleton, It has already told you 126. We have discussed 80 skeleton. Okay, it's now time to talk about its appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton has 126 bones, as we have heard, but it also has two pairs: limb and griddles. Griddles means joining bones. Let me talk about limb. So, first, the distribution goes like that: 126 appendicular skeleton, divided into two parts, limb and griddles. Limb got 120 bones, and griddle got only 6 bones. Let's talk about first 120 bones. It is also converted, distributed into two parts. The first is forelimb, the second is hind limb. Forelimb is called our hands bones, forelimb, okay, our hand bones. And hind limb is our leg bones, okay. So limb got 120 and griddles got 6. The first we talk about limb. So limb got 120 bones. It is divided into two parts: forelimb and hind limb. Forelimb was hand, hind limb is about legs bones. They are gotten 60 bones, 64 limbs, 60 hind limbs. How? Because in one hand it has 30 bones. So we got two hands, so 30 into 2, 60 bones. Just like they are converted into two parts, 30 means two hands, one hand 30, second hand also. Like, have your one hand is bigger than the another one? Of course not. They are equal. Both have same number of hand bones, okay. And leg also, hind limb also got 60 bones, and the two legs 30 distributed. So if I tell you about one hand structure, one hand bones, then the other is totally similar. Okay, we start from one hand skeleton. Forelimb, one hand skeleton. Let's count the 30 bones in one, and the two already 60. The very first bone, which comes from here to elbow, is called humerus. It's called humerus bone. And in between, there are two types of bones. They divided into two parts. You have seen this in hand x-ray. There, in that part, it has two bones, okay. And the first one is called radius, and the second is ulna. Okay, radius is smaller bone. One is a smaller and one is bigger, okay. So the name of smaller one is radius, and ulna is the bigger one than radius, okay. Humerus, radius, ulna. In our disc, right, wrist, it has 8 bones. That's why we can move it perfectly, right? Just because it has 8 bones, to make it a perfect round shape, perfect rotation, it helps freely. And in our fingers, you might have seen there these. Okay, wait, let me show you. Are you seeing this? You might didn't see that, but in our this palm, yeah, you have seen this. You can see this. There are 5 bones, which is called meta bones. These are called metacarpals. Oh yeah, and the wrist is called carpals, and these are called metacarpals, okay. These are in the whole 5 direction of fingers, and all the fingers are called phalanges, and it has total 14 bones, little bones, but 14 bones, just like the face. You can remember this pose, and fish have also 14 bones, and these fingers have also 14 bones. Okay, now it's time to count. One humerus bone, one radius, one ulna, 8 carpals, 5 metacarpals, and 14 fingers. How much? How many? Sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 5, 16, 16, 14, 16, 14, 20, 30. You can also count that. And 13 to 2, 60. The forelimb is verified. The second one is about hind limb. So the 30, 30, 60, forelimb. Now it's about hind limb. So one hind limb. The thigh bone is like called femur, and it is the largest bone in our body, femur. Now we have a patella, in which connect your calf and your thigh, which is called patella. Okay, in our hand there is patella is missing, but carpals has 8 bones. Okay, but in hind limb it has patella, but in our ankle there is one bone is missing, like there is 7. In this leg is called tarsals, it has 7. That's why we can't move our leg freely. Okay, that's the reason we can't rotate our leg 360 or something, just like we do our this. We can't do our legs like that. So it makes similar, right? It has missing patella, but it has 8 carpals. It has patella legs, but it is missing one tarsal, so it has only 7 tarsals. It's a kind of similar. The first is thigh bone, which is called femur, the first largest bone in our human body. The after patella, patella has one bone, and after that, just like the hand divided into 2 parts, the legs also divided into 2 parts. It is called, the first one is called fibula, and the second is tibia. The first largest bone of our body is femur. The second is tibia in the leg. Second, not first. First is femur, and then patella, and then after that tibia. Okay, tibia is larger than fibula. Tibia, fibula, they are names of 2 bones. And just like wrist, this is called tarsals, not carpals. This is tarsals, T, and it has 7. Just like the metacarpals, it has metatarsals, which is 5. And just like our fingers, 14, in our toe and other fingers are called phalanges, and 14. Let's count. Femur 1, patella 1, tibia, fibula 1 1, 2 2, 1 1, and then tarsals, 7 tarsals, 5 metatarsals, and phalanges, 14. Let's count. Femur 1, patella 2, fibia, tibia 1 2 3 4, 4, and 7 7, 8 9 10 11 11, 5 5 and 6 16 16 14, 30. Done. So 30 in one leg, the other leg into 2, 60. So this limb concept is totally completed. Limb, forelimb, hind limb. Forelimb divided into 2 parts, 30 30. One hand, 2 hand. It has 60 bones. Hind limb has 60. It has 2 parts, 30 30. And both together, hind limb 60, forelimb 60 makes limb, which is 120. Now we have griddles. So now we need to join this. Okay, now we need to join it. So griddles has 6 bones. It is divided into 4 into 2. So it is divided into 2 parts, which is 6 griddles. So 4 and 3, 4 and 2, 4 5 6. Okay, 4 and 2. So 4 bones. Okay, 4 hand bones. Okay, sorry, 4 bones joins hands to axial bone. Okay, 4 bones joins our hands to axial bone, and 2 bones joins our legs to axial bone. Got it? 4 bones joins our hand to axial bone, and 2 bones joins our legs to axial bone. Okay. So, have you seen there's called one? This is actually called clavicle bone. There is one bone which is called clavicle bone, also called beauty bone or collar bone. It has like that. This kind of a small thin bones just visible, which is people call beauty bone, and collarbone and clavicle bone. So it connects. It starts from here and um connect your shoulder. Means hand. It starts from there. Okay, it starts from there and connect it. Yeah, it starts from neck and connect your shoulders. It starts from neck and connect your shoulders. So 2, right? 1 and 2. 2 beauty bones, okay? And other um the first is this one and this is second. 2 bones of beauty bone or clavicle or collarbone. And after that, in our back there is 2 rectangular shape bones which just supports your back, okay, which supports your back, which is called, I think, scapula. From this and that, so 2 scapula, 2 beauty or collarbone, 4 bones, 4 cradle bones, which joins your axial bone to your hands. Done. And now 2 bones which is gonna join your legs to axial bone. Okay, this is called pelvic bone, okay, or pelvic girdle. Okay, it is 2 pelvic girdle, and it's joined at spinal cords, the last bone, which is called coccyx, and it is called hip bone. Okay, this is 2 pelvic girdle, 4 girdles which joins your axial bone to your hands, and this is whole 6 girdle. So let me give you a preview. So bones 206 divided into 2 parts: axial bone, appendicular skeleton, axial skeleton, appendicular skeleton. So axial skeleton is axial skeleton has 80 bones, and appendicular has, if all has 206 and axial skeleton has 80, then what's left in appendicular skeleton? 126. Okay, and after that, these axial skeletons 80 bones is covered in 2 parts. The first is skull part and second is rib cage part. Okay, skull part 14 facial bone, 8 brain bone sutures, they are connected in detail form. Neck hyoid 1 bones, 3 ears bones, mesenteric stapes 2 ears, 6 bones, 14 1 8 6, 23 as I can remember. And wait, 14 8 1 6, 14 1 6, sorry guys, 29. Sorry. And I forgot to mention the ear. After that, your rib cage has 12 pairs, 24 bones. Spinal cord 26 bones, 33 segments. And one sternum, 24 bones, rib cage, and 26 spinal cord. All becomes 51. 51 plus in skull part 29. 51 plus 29 is called 80. Exoskeleton, done. Appendicular skeleton. It has 126 bones. It has came into two hands and two legs part, and also joined them. So the very first thing is like appendicular skeleton, 126 bones, divided into two parts, limb and griddles. Griddles means joining bones. First we talk about limb. Limb got 120 bones. Griddles got only 6 bones. Limb got 120 bones. It is divided into two parts. Forelimb, hind limb, 60, 60, distributed. Forelimbs divided into two parts because we have two hands, 30, 30. For hind limb divided into two parts because we have two legs, 30, 30. And we learned one forelimbs about one hand. This is called humerus, from starting to elbow. Humerus divided into two bones. You have seen in the X-rays. Radius and ulna. Radius is smaller than ulna. Okay, and carpals. One femur, one radius, one ulna, 8 carpals, 5 metacarpals, 14 phalanges, all 30 bones into 2, 60. Forelimb completed. Hind limb, leg bones. Thigh bone is called the femur. Okay, it's humerus. Don't confuse. The thigh bone, femur, and patella. And then come fibula, tibia. Femur is the largest bone in our body. Next is tibia, second largest bone in our body. So femur 1, patella 1, tibia and fibula 1 1, and tarsals 7 tarsals, 5 metatarsals and 14 phalanges, 30 into 2, 60. This hind limb is also completed. Now it's time to join. Griddles, 6 griddles. 6 griddles is divided into two parts, 4 and 2. 4 griddles means joining bones, joins exoskeleton to your hands, and two griddles joins your legs to exoskeleton. This is called shoulder bone 1 and 2, also called beauty bone and collarbone. So these two griddles joins your shoulders from skeleton, from exoskeleton. Okay. And to support your back, there is 2 scapula. So 2 scapula, 2 collarbone or beauty bone is like 4 griddles completed. And here it's 2, which is going to connect your legs to your exoskeleton. So it has 2 bones, which is called pelvic griddles, hip bone, and it joins the very last point of a spinal cord, which is called coccyx. And this is 2 bones, so 4 plus 2, 6 griddle bones, total completed. I hope you got some ideas about this. Wait, now it's time to show you the pictures. This is a skull. Okay, 8 brain bone. This chick form is called sutures. Okay, and now it's about this rib cage form. This is sternum, and the back thing is like a spinal cord, and this is 7 pairs of true ribs, 3 pairs of false ribs, 2 pairs of floating ribs. And this is actually the classification. I know my drawings are not good, but it's easy to understand. That's it. Yeah, I told you about the segments and wait, see, this is 3 bones, but 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 segments. Have you got the difference between bone and segments? I hope you got it. And the final. So this is axial skeleton, and this hand and this leg is appendicular skeleton, and in this I have joined the griddles. I hope you understood it, because I find it very interesting while learning this, and I learned it. Thank you so much for watching this. And at last, I want to tell you that while cooking, I just burned my hand. I am so clumsy, for sure. I was cooking into a wok at the same time. I was from roasting peanuts and I was making vegetable at the same time. So it's just got burned. Clumsy me. Okay. Thanks for watching this, guys. I will meet you in my next video, hopefully, if I will not procrastinate. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for supporting. And at last, I got my third and fourth subscriber. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Keep supporting me, keep watching me, and take care of yourself. Till then, take care. Bye bye.